Hey, my name is Jim, and I want to welcome you to my man cave kitchen. Hey everybody, I am Jim, and I want to welcome you, Jim's man cave kitchen. So, I was laying in bed this morning, wide awake, it was early, thinking about what can I do with this basket of goodies yesterday that I got from my buddy out of his garden for supper tonight. Last night we made this wonderful salad and a homemade dressing and some grilled chicken on the top. So what can I do with it today? I know, I'm laying in bed early this morning thinking about supper. That's what I do. So I got up and I'm scrolling through my computer through recipes that I have, and I come across a zucchini and tomato pie. That sounds pretty good. It has potential, but it's really not a pie because it doesn't have any pie crust. It's just a casserole, really. And so then I thought, what if I take this tomato and zucchini pie and make it into a quiche? Oh, that, folks, is what we're going to do today. So, I have a couple onions. I got this zucchini. We're going to put in a yellow squash. I got some bell peppers that are sliced up, left over from a little party gathering we had the other day for some fajitas. And this basket is full of cherry tomatoes and some slicer tomatoes. And we're going to take all this and make a quiche. So, you'll bear with me. I'm going to do some prep work. So if you didn't catch that, I diced up 2 small onions and kept them separated because one onion is going to go into the quiche, and the other onion we're going to cook in a cast iron with some butter and soften them up and stir in some panko crumbs, and that's going to be the topping of our quiche. I also have here some sharp cheddar cheese, a pound of it. I just took it out of the freezer. It's been in the freezer for about 10, maybe 15 minutes or so. And that is going to help us grate it. It will grate much easier. Now you can certainly buy a big bag of already shredded cheese. And for some applications, that's good. If you're going to put it on tacos or sprinkle it over fajitas or something like that, or on top of a salad. But if you're doing a recipe and you want your cheese to melt and have that nice cheesy consistency, all melty and gooey, you really want to buy a block of cheese and shred it yourself. Because the pre-shred that comes in a bag at your grocery is coated with cornstarch and stuff, which prevents it from sticking together, and it also inhibits the melt. So if you're making mac and cheese or a cheesy soup, buy a block of cheese and shred it yourself. It's worth the effort. And besides, you always got that little bit at the end that you can't quite grate. And what are you gonna do with it? Eat it? Huh. That's right. That's the cook's privilege. And I have another half-pound block of cheese right here. But I think this is going to be enough. So I'm not going to grate that. And if I need to later, it's not a big deal. I'll grate it. So look at here, folks. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. And tonight's supper is well over halfway prepped. The only thing we have left to do is to make our custard and put it all together and bake it off. Throw it in the oven. It's just that simple. Alright, we got a couple things going on here. First of all, in the cast iron skillet, there is a stick of butter and one of the onions that we sliced up. I've melted the butter, I've turned it down to low, and we're just letting it slowly cook. Let these onions get soft. And while that's happening, here in the mixing bowl, there's 10 eggs, 2 cups of heavy cream, I don't know, about a half a palm full of finely chopped up this fresh mint, salt, pepper, thyme, and smoked paprika. And we put this bowl on here like this, put on the whisk attachment, and we're just going to whisk these eggs and cream up until everything is well combined and we have a nice consistent custard liquid here. Always want to start off on low. You take and you go wham and put this baby in high gear right off the bat, you're just going to make a mess. You're going to have eggs and cream splattering everywhere. Nobody wants that. So always start your mixture on low, and then you can kick it up a notch. This is coming together really nice. It smells good. You get a little bit of hint of that fresh mint chopped up in there. Got a nice color from the smoked paprika. Our onions are just about soft. And we are going to add, I'm going to turn the heat on the onions and the butter off. And I'm going to get here about a cup and a half of panko. Maybe 2 cups. We're going to sprinkle that in there like so and fold this all around. Let that panko absorb up this butter. Look at it. It sucked it up like a sponge, I'm saying. A little more. Fold that in there. And this right here is going to be the topping for our quiche. Nice buttery panko with these onions and that's that. set this down out of the way. Alright, so turn this off. And we're going to take our vegetables that we prepped earlier, and we're going to make some layers. We're going to layer some zucchini in the bottom of these frozen pie crusts. Layer zucchini. A sprinkle of onion and bell pepper. Yellow squash. Our cheddar cheese that we grated up. Some shaved Parmesan in there just like that. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I can't even wait. And we're gonna go with a couple more zucchinis. Like so. Couple more yellow squashes on top. And folks, you can build these any way you like. Any way you like. It work. We make quiches for lunch sometimes. And I always do ham and cheese. And the residents love them. A little more bell pepper. An onion mix. Like so. See here, we got some leftover zucchini and squash, and I could see these being fried tomorrow or grilled. Yes, sir. Oh, one last thing. I'm going to drop some of these little cherry tomatoes in there. Just like so. I think the smaller ones will work better in here. These things are going to cook. And when you bite into it, it's just going to pop in your mouth. Oh. Yes, sirree. All right. And go another sprinkling of cheese and the parm. And now our custard. Mr. Freckles is right underneath my feet. I got to do a little dance around him. This custard smells so good. You got the mint and the garlic fill that up just like so. Make sure we got enough for this one. Pour it slow so it has time to seep down all the way to the bottom around all your vegetables and filling. You don't want it running out over the shell. All right. Last thing. We're going to take our panko and our onions. We're going to go right over the top like so. Going to give this a nice crunchy element on top. Behind me, I have the Pit Boss grill heating up. We're going to use it like an oven today. We're going to put these on a pie sheet, on a sheet, half a sheet pan, and cook them over indirect heat in the Pit Boss grill at 375, 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. And I'll show you what they look like when they come out. It's going to be so good. There you have it, folks. Man Cave quiche from the bounty out of one of my best friend's gardens that he shared with me. I'm so blessed to have good friends like that. So let me show you what we got. Look at that. Look at the squash, the veg, the creamy, cheesy custard, the panko and onion and butter topping. I wish you were here to try it. You should make your own. Remember, coming soon, my website will be up and you can get this and all my recipes in printable form. Thanks so much for your love and support. From Jim's Man Cave Kitchen.